There's the book of Jude, verse 24. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise power, our Savior, the glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever, so be it. Giving our praises, our honor, and our glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruchaha Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone who watch over our souls. Shalom to the Yakim worldwide that are sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruchaha Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2 to you all. Stay strong and stay mighty. And take not the Holy Spirit from us, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. I'm the brother, the disciple Kusha, Banyamia from the branch in Great Millstone, Barbados, and just want to do a video here. I was watching the brothers from England, the other brothers from England. This morning they did a video, part 1, Genesis 47 and the laws of control. So basically going into how Esau Edom is making the resources harder to come by. Straight up for moves is one example. The manufactured farming that is happening before you, right? How the data centers are sucking up all the water. So basically the other brother said in so many words, a lot of people are gonna run to Esau Edom. You know what? I could just get the preset that they was using, that they used to start the lesson off. So it reminded me of a camp started to go on. You know what I mean? And I was comforted through the Spirit. You know what I mean? And my faith was built up. Because when I went into certain definitions, you know what I mean, it really hit home for me, right? So Genesis 47 and verse 13, right? And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. And Joseph said, Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money failed. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph. And Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year, and said unto him, We will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also have our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. So we saw here in these from verse 30 to 19, the famine was very great. Resources was cut very, very thin. So they give up themselves, they give up their cattle, they give up all their resources, money, you name it, right? Basically, what the brother was saying is that the same thing can happen in this time. A lot of our people are going to give up their life for quote-unquote security. So they're going to take that mark. They're going to take the beast mark to get a sense of security from modern-day Pharaoh, Esau, Edom. Because that's really what it is. You understand? So there's going to be a lot of events happening. People can get anxious, right? They can get stressed out. So they're going to turn to Esau, Edom. You understand? I give Esau, Edom whatever he requests or requires, so that they can have their quote-unquote sense of security and stability, right? And that's giving their life by worshiping the beast, and that's by taking its mark. So let me play some of this video here. I can pause it, come back in, pause, come back in, right? And let me see how it goes, man. You understand? Meaning what? If you don't bow to it, Revelation 13 and verse 16, and he called them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, as the word for the word mark, which is a cut or an incision and a printed mark, a stamp of the badge of the followers of the Antichrist or anti-Messiahs. You understand? And this whole world is against the Messiah, baby. Right? Because the main culprit, Esau, Edom, right? And the beast that he's controlling this kingdom, right? It says, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? That's his whole system in one day, right? Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 306, which is what? We get that there in the Greek, right? 600, 306, right? Which is chai, sty, stigma, right?
Strong's G5516. Chai, Xi, stigma. Chai, Xi, stigma.
Good. Right? When you jump down to where is it, my brother? Oh, you know what? Let me go to tight stigma for a minute. Where is it, my brother? I posted a stick or a prick, right? How was the beast? How was the chip gonna be inserted inside of you through surgery? You understand? You're gonna be sticked or a prick, big man. You understand? Right, good. Stigma. The word stigma means a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. Right? A mark pricked in or branded upon the body. I'll tell you before imprinted marks upon you in Leviticus, but I can't remember exactly which chapter it is. So when you take that, when you're gonna get that surgery done, you are breaking this commandment here. You're breaking this law here. What's that? In the book of Leviticus. Leviticus 19, I think it is. So to print any marks upon you, right? To print a mark upon you means it gotta be surgically done beneath the epidermis, big man. And that's what the needle is for, right? Wait it? Yeah, Leviticus. But no, you want to say it's print any mark upon you.
Yeah, print any mark upon you.
Go ahead.
Leviticus 19, verse 28. And you shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the day, nor print any mark upon you. I am the Lord.
Right. right? And that was a custom to, right? Or print any marks upon you, like I said, to print a mark upon you, it has to go beyond the skin, epidermis. Another print goes into tattoos in the Hebrew, right? So a mark print in or branded upon the body.
But you see again, you see the use again witchcraft. To get them people on the left hand side to start putting tattoos and make it popular. So you know when he saw make it popular, then Jake say he gonna follow. That look good, yeah. He can put for me too. So everything they do, that's crafty council again though.
Crafty council. See as the ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers wore the name or the stamp. We read that in Revelation 13, right? The name, right? In Revelation 13, verse 17, right? The name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked in common letters, cut in brackets, cut into the sword, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. So you got people that can just run and go to them.
That's like in slavery or the brandy.
Right. And then some was you really just go and get it done. Right? So verse stick or prick, a mark incised or punched, see, for recognition of ownership. Right? So when you take that charagma, you're recognizing them as your God. You understand? Recognizing them as you're recognizing them as your God, big man. You understand? I'm not your hammer bar, show me I will show you, big man. Right?
If I pussy violate, they pin me a bully. I focus by myself, I ban a yap, they a boogie. I make it all together, they hands me on the bully.
Scar of service or mark. Right?
Like that's that they got demons walking.
Bodies. So you're saying that you see him as your God, then you're devoted to them. You understand? That's you basically saying, brother.
Yes, my brother. Yes.
It tells you in Revelation 14 and verse 9. That is about the stigma. Right? We get Revelation 14 and 9. Right? Doom for worshippers of the beast. Let me just type this in here, but here. Let's talk about AI overview, right? How can a person worship the beast spoken of in the Bible, right? In Revelation, worshiping the beast involves giving ultimate allegiance, admiration, and obedience to a demonic political power rather than the Most High. So, when we bow into the Christmas tree already, you know, when I bow into the season board here already, you know, when I bow into the ways of this world, idols that Egypt offers you. And the ultimate idol is Esau Edom. So when you receive that charagma, you have given them ultimate allegiance, control, admiration, and you're obeying them rather than the Most High. I mean, when it's doing, you know, the Lord tell you don't eat pork. Man, fuck that, man. You won't eat pork, man. Man, sweetest white meat, right? It come out in the article, strip running more power stations now than 20 years ago, big man. And the scriptures here in the book of Acts, chapter 5. March chapter 5. Verse 29. Alright. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. So yeah, the hour of temptation coming where we're going to see who's going to obey the Most High or who's going to obey the demonic power known as Esau Edom.
Sushi. But them more parasites know than before. And they see a video of Anka. I know people send me that video about this woman. My favorite piece. You don't clean you up, big man. You going back in this fucking road, big man. You don't be pissed off, you brother. James 1:27. Go ahead. James 1 verse 27. Pure religion undefiled before the Most High, and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. Keep himself unspotted from the world. So you tell me this world, big man, you gotta avoid as much as you can, big man. You understand? And Esau don't do that. And he doesn't he do the opposite, big man. He do the opposite. He do the opposite, big man. He don't visit the fatherless nor the widow.
Right. I coming back.
That so much in love with this world, big man. The only way out is for them to go to this system, big man. Whether it be medical, financial, you name it, big man. So, yeah, you gotta say anything you can say for me here? Yeah. Go ahead, man. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 4. Who opposes and exalt himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most he has called, set a temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Right, so he's that demonic political power. He's showing himself that he is the Most High, or he is a power. You understand? But he's doing what? But his technology, big man.
Toward Green Hill, Highway 2, then turn left onto Green Hill.
They're gonna obey, right? When they say, hey, everything got shut down, boy. Everything shut it down back in 2020, 2019 there. Everything shut it down, right? Look, we gotta protect one another. 6 feet.
Turn left onto Green Hill, Highway 2.
At the end of a tree, you're gonna go and take the thing here, bro. And you're gonna be inside before 9 o'clock. You can't be out after that. And all that time, people up in Harbour Lakes, partying hard, man. That's it, wanna home for the one, let up. People in Harbour Lakes partying hard, and people want to get a couple like, what? And then, when the man line up, I take that job. So when I take that job, and that job on the life of a lot of people, that's still doing it. On the life of a lot of, and you got a lot of people with health complications. People get ball palsy, swing the jaw, boy. Yeah, big man. And now we got the HTV, the H-Iris, big man. You understand? And you know who back? Anthony Fauci, man.
So we seeing before you is Esau Edom setting up a crisis where everybody's gonna have to come to him. And that's the precept in Deuteronomy 28, verse 45, I think it is. And it says
in 100 meters at the roundabout, take the third exit onto Errol Barrow Highway.
When it says everybody, you gotta go to the enemies for the one of all things. Is that? Yeah, because he can control everything. You understand? He's putting everything in his grip so that you gotta come to him. Is that?
And before you say yes, you know we gotta maintain social distancing. You know the same old play, but yes, very much social distancing. So it's only a matter of time before power war, which is here in the Caribbean. Tell the leaders here, well look, they we gotta do here. What you see? It's only a matter of time, big man. That's a demand from World Health Organization read a script, and the end of script, the man is laughing. And the same white man that was on the board. Talking about the virus, the antivirus. It was the same white man. Yeah. Doing with that thing doing COVID. Yeah. Same man. So that's all. Same paper. So we can be COVID and we did everything look wrong.
Yeah, let me show you what we're talking about here. Let me see what we're talking about here. Talking about, oh, I don't have him in this phone. This man here, look. This man here, he was seeing actor when had the COVID. When COVID first came out. And now this is the antivirus. He was supposed to be on his shit. Fake crying. Right? We have families. We have lives. Just be a fucking lives, man. You know what I mean? But anyhow, back to the original topic.
Exit the roundabout onto Arrowbarrow Highway. Continue on Arrowbarrow Highway for 2 kilometers.
So you rich crowd feeling, big man. You rich crowd feeling.
Remember that?
You rich crowd. You rich crowd feeling. So he. Is it Proverbs? See if I find out here. In Proverbs 1:10, man. Proverbs, first chapter. Just make sure you're right. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Proverbs 1 verse 10. It says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Who's the ultimate sinner? With that phone, that preset, oh dear man, get the preset, man, you saw that sinner, big man, he's that man of sin. You read that earlier? The man of sin. You read that, give me that please. The man of sin being revealed. He's the ultimate sinner, big man. The man of sin being revealed. I think it's Thessalonians.
Same thing?
The son of perdition, yeah. Or this the before son of perdition. It's coming Thessalonians. He's that man of sin being revealed, man. So let me read this again. Proverbs 1:10, my son,
In
if sinners
600 meters
entice
at the
thee,
roundabout, take the second exit and stay on Arrowbarrow Highway.
don't be in agreement with them. Right?
Second Thessalonians, that same Bibles.
Okay.
2 verse 3. Let no man deceive by any means, for that day shall not come, except they be fallen away first,
Right.
that the man of sin may be revealed,
Right.
that the son of perdition.
Right. So that day shall not come. They said they come and fall in the way first. That's us, we fell as a nation. And that man of sin, Esau Edom, has been revealed. Right? So he's the ultimate sinner. He's the man of sin. Who's the first murderer? Cain. What is Cain's name in the Hebrew? Koyah, which means weapon. He killed Abel with a dagger-like instrument, big man. So he is the ultimate weapon. He's the ultimate sword, big man. You understand? Which is what Esau Edom did. Right? So he's the ultimate sinner. First murderer and the first liar. You understand? Right? So my son, Proverbs 1:10, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with sport. Right, so come and join them. You understand? Come and be with them, make a covenant with them.
Exit the roundabout onto Arrowbarrow Highway.
You wanted that position all the time.
Continue on Arrowbarrow Highway for 1.5 kilometers.
You wherever you hearts deserve it. You know what I mean? I see the country set differently. But you know you can't do X, Y, Z no more. You know you gotta give them certain instructions. You know what with the people, they be getting them a scornful big man. You know what scornful mean, brother? Come on, play, man. Should be more there, brother.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do he meditate day and night.
So that's what we meditate upon, big man. You understand? So we are sitting, and you see we walking in their ways, big man. So I can cover the war. Right? And 11, if they say, come before us, and let's lay wait for blood, let's lurk privately for the innocent without cause.
In 600
Let's
meters,
swallow them
slight left onto Highway 4.
alive as the grave,
gold and those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purpose. See? Let us all have one mind. That number 7, number 11 precinct, that's go with the congregation police up there.
Slide left onto Highway 4.
Let us live. There's a police over here. In America. Oh, yeah. Let us lurk privilege for the innocent. Yeah. Before the cause. Yeah. So they're waiting for the blood. Yeah. So they can escalate, and one search the war carrier, they escalate. So they will draw the gun and shoot you. That's what it's do. So that precinct is fit them to D. Verse 15. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path. So if you walk in the same path with them, you know what happened. You can feel some pain. The same pain again.
Yeah, because the elders in England was bringing out, they brought the scenario where back in the Garden of Eden, when Eve took the fruit, the devil told her, you shall not surely die, right? And what the elder said was on point. Then when she took the fruit, she didn't die right there, but the elder brother said, but judgment was appointed to them, because she gave the fruit to Adam. So judgment was appointed to them for the time she took the fruit and ate, and then she gave the fruit to Adam. So if you take this chip, judgment has been appointed unto you to death. You understand? And they're not repenting from it, they're not escaping from it. You see? Judgment has been appointed. I just want to get to the point here.
In 200 meters, turn left onto Salters.
There's a point trying to get here, so just bear with me. But this is on my spirit. But it's a beautiful topic. This topic here is really this is a very important topic. You see? It's a life-changing topic here, big man.
Turn left onto Salters.
So you're gonna be like an accomplice with our this. We going good, man. See? Proverbs 1, 15 again, my
Continue
son.
on Salters for 1.5 kilometers.
It says, and they lay wait for their own blood. Right, it's going to say he that they give a pay. He that give it. Yes, so you know over here. We speaking. Let me ready.
Alright, good. It's soon there. Just bear me, man. Just bear me.
So what you see going on now? When you go wrong, when you come with it. Alright, right. Deceptive, political, economic, or spiritual power, rather than the moral side. It is characterized by accepting the mark of the beast. It is characterized by accepting the mark of the beast, symbolizing loyalty and enabling commerce and bowing to the beast's authority. That's what I just read it. He read it in 1 Thessalonians, read 2 Thessalonians, read Revelation 30. The whole world wanted after the beast. The whole world is going to give the beast. They already signed on a dotted line. They're going to bow to the beast's authority, man. They say the sign on the dotted line. They accept
In 400 meters, slide right onto Highway 4B.
You sign on the dotted line. You accept the beast's gifts. Use what you call usury, filthy lucre. You accept the beast filthy lucre, so you gonna do what the beast say. If the beast don't jump, you can't see how you
Slide right
gonna
onto
jump.
Highway 4B.
Because really you're becoming digital slaves. You understand? You're becoming digital slaves.
Continue for 2 kilometers.
These years ago, to get supermarket, and then also to take the job. You know, they would frequently bring it over the radio too, right? To seduce you, you know, to get the second booster, the third booster, this third and fourth booster. That really did damage to the immune system of people, fuck them up. Ultimately, no. You know, it's going to be a form of this corrupt, my brother. Understand? Allegiance to earthly
or political leaders, you hear that? By favoring the state, there's a precedent that says, don't make a contract with other gods, don't make a covenant with the heathen. There's a precedent that don't make a covenant with the heathen. Right? You read this again. Allegiance. So when you worship the beast, you're giving them your own authority. You understand that with me? You're in allegiance with them instead of being in allegiance with your Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's what it means. Right? You're becoming one with them instead of being one with your Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The elder Ariella said it from Texas. He said it a while back. He saw want to see his image in you. So in order for that to happen, you have to bow before him. You understand? And when you take that character, then he has full authority and control over you. Right? And the priest that said, because at the end of the day, the elect will have the image of Yahweh Hashem
In 400
Yahushai.
meters, turn right.
And the world that wandered after the beast is going to have the image of Esau Edom, which the Lord, the precedent says, when all the ways he will despise his image, meaning Esau Edom's image. So he's going to despise all those that take
Turn
the
right.
charagma. You understand? He's going to despise all those that take the charagma. Is that right? Covenant with the heathen. Well, you can read that one, but another one too. Make a covenant with the heathen. You can read that one.
Continue for 1 kilometer.
Right? You get them in now. So allegiance to earthly power. Worship is defined by favoring the state or political leaders over divine authority. Hey, they turn back and tempted them more side. Hey, what's that preset, boy? Shit, boy. Like how the ancient Israelites, right, was murmuring in order to go back into Egypt because they favor what? The political power, right? The state and the leaders over Yahweh Hashem Yahushai back then. You understand? You find something there?
Exodus 34 verse 12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whether thou goest, lest it be a snare in the midst of thee. But ye shall be destroyed, but ye shall destroy the altars and break their images and cut down their groves, for thou shalt worship
In
no other
200
God.
meters,
For the
turn
Lord,
right.
whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a warring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of their sacrifice.
So that's what you're doing. So how do you burn their images and burn their altars down now? By you give him Micah 2:10, but you're raising the things we've learned from little children coming up. You're raising the philosophies of this world, big man. You understand? Go ahead.
Micah 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
In
Because
400
it is
meters, turn
polluted,
right.
it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
So arise ye and depart. That's where you burn these images and these altars in 2026, big man. You don't get a picture of Caesar Borgia and burn it, or a shirt with the word Jesus Christ and burn it. No, you burn it. You burn it for your conscience, man. Right? You understand? Until you get washed with the word of truth now. The words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, brother. Right? So it says, worship is defined by favoring the state
Turn
or
right.
political leaders over divine authority. Could you give me Jeremiah 17 when it says it's either 5 or 9? Either 4, 5 or 9. Cursed be the man and trusted be man. Right? You getting me? No. It says worship is defined by favoring the state or political leaders over divine authority, treating human government as supreme. That's what they're doing. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 17 verse 5.
Yeah, man.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Thus said the Lord power, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and make flesh his arm,
Right.
and whose heart depart from the Lord.
That's what we're doing. That's what we all are doing, big man. That's right. That's what the world is doing. They're putting the Lord aside and they're joining with Esau, Edom, and the image of his and the image of his kingdom, big man. Meaning they're bowing to this system. They're giving Esau, Edom all authority, big man. That's right. Receiving the mark, accepting the mark on the forehead / mind, allegiance or hand, action or labor to buy or sell.
Turn left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Deceive them, but before deceive them that receive the mark. So that's what happened. It says, being stunned by the beast's manufactured power. Right, manufactured power, big man. But it is not from the Most High, huh?
The mark.
Yeah, deceive them that have received the mark. It says, being stunned by the beast's manufactured power or deceptive resurrection. Deceptive,
You
right?
have arrived.
Scripture says, all power and signs and lying wonders. But that would the beast coming with lying wonders, big man. To show that in the actual beast, the actual animal can perform a lying wonder. The lying to you with with the technology to bring you forth, big man. Right? Being stunned by the beast's manufactured power or deceptive resurrection, leading to voluntary adoration. You see that? So we're gonna get admired this kingdom, big man. Oh Lord, we're gonna get admired this kingdom. You're for here. I'm gonna get admired this kingdom.
It's like kind of don't sharp.
I think it's Revelation. I think it's Revelation 19. Try to remember it, man. You got it?
Revelation 19 verse 20.
Yeah, man.
And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him,
Yeah, man.
with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive in the lake of the burning fire with brimstone.
These both were cast alive. I thought that when you're dead, you're going to hell according to the Christians. But it just said here, these both were cast alive. That's Revelation 19 and 10, right? You see it, right? 20. You read it again. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. That's all these religious institutions headed by the Pope. You understand, the Roman Catholics, right? It says that wrought miracles before him, right? With the technology. You understand? With the technology.
Hi, good evening. Hi.
With which he received, with which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. So like I said, I thought that when you're dead, right, you go in hell. It just say you were cast alive, right? These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. That's the missiles that's going to be shot off during World War III, big man. That's what it means. They're going to be left on the shores of Babylon the Great to be melted. You give me Zechariah 13:8 when it says, Malachi 4, the day coming that shall burn as an oven. You understand? That's what it's talking about, brother.
Malachi 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
That's plain, big man.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
It shall leave them neither root nor branch. So Babylon the Great, America is going to be left desolate, big man. You understand? There ain't going to be any remaining of the remnants of America, big man. You understand? So back to the definition here. Admiration of deception, being stunned by the beast manufactured power. So when they get stunned, right? When they get stunned, right? Or deceptive resurrection, so you get deceived as well. right? Leading to voluntary adoration, compromise and idolatry, abandoning, God bless, abandoning the commandments of the Most High to follow the majority in a false worship. After before thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Oh my God, man. Let me read that again. Compromise and idolatry, abandoning. This is AI overview, by the way. This is AI overview. Abandoning the commandments of the Most High. So you said, man, I ain't dealing with that, man. I dealing with that truth no more, man. We'll truth right down with that, right? It says to follow the majority in a false worship system. You right? To follow the majority, I mean, you get the precept where it says, follow not a multitude to do evil, right? To follow the majority in a false worship system.
Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline, after many to wrestle judgment.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, and the whole world is going to wander after the beast, but the elect will not follow the way to destruction, big man, which is what Matthew the 7th chapter. You get that, right? I spread right here too, okay? Hey, right here, big man. Matthew 7:30. Enter ye in at the straight gates. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So don't follow the majority into false worship. Could you give me Exodus 20 when it says that broad gate? Exodus 20, I want to take it. Thou shalt have no other God before me. And when they put it Esau Edom as one of God, big man, we're gonna take that correct, my big man.
Exodus 20 verse 3.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt have no other God before me.
Ooh-wee. God bless, boy. No, the beautiful one is in the Apocrypha. Sirach is in Ecclesiasticus 2. I don't think it's 12. I believe it's 12. Ooh-wee. Let me read that definition again, boy. Right? Abandoning the commandments of the Most High and the elect. Scripture says the elect love not their lives unto the death. So the elect is fearing the Most High rather than man. You go there? Wait, tell me what it said there.
Woe to
That's why.
Woe be to the fearful hearts, or fear hands.
So they got one there that said they that fear the Lord and not disobey His word. In that same chapter there.
Sirach 2 verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey His word. And they that love Him will keep His ways.
Keep His ways.
They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto Him. And they that love Him shall be filled with His laws. And they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in His sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. As for His majesty is, so is His mercy.
His majesty is, so is His mercy, man. So we can fall into the hands of Yahweh Bahashem.
Get like a baby, comfort, man. We can fall with daddy on, man. Dada, goo goo, gaga, gaga.
We ain't gonna fall. Hey,
daddy can rub your ass. Come here, son.
Yeah,
come here, son.
Hey, we ain't gonna abandon. He ain't gonna abandon this truth, big man.
Pray to Eve, man.
Yeah, pray to Eve, man. He feel good, man. Pray to walking up with him, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, stretch up, stretch forward, stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch forward neck.
Stretch forward neck. Jiggling. You know what I mean?
Stretch forward neck.
Feel good, no, man. God dear, man. Hey, compromise and idolatry. A lot of you can compromise in this world, big man. A lot of you can compromise in this world. Use that. The deceitfulness of riches, the lust of this world, choke the word, or you become unfruitful, big man, right? Abandoning the commandments of the Most High to follow the majority in a false worship system. Symbolic loyalty, rather than a simple physical action, this worship represents a deep, often incremental shift of trust from the Most High to a worldly entity. Oh, God, boy, but read that again, boy. Read that again. Symbolic loyalty, right? rather than a simple physical action. This worship, when you worship this beast system, represents a deep, often incremental shift of trust from the Most High. So you was once trusting in the Lord, right? But what happened? The deceitfulness and riches choked the word, right? You was that seed that fell on the side or stony ground, right? So what happened? You put your trust now from the Most High to a worldly entity. So you bow to the system, you bow to the image.
So that's loving, as you said, John, 1 John 2:16.
Oh, could you give me it, please?
1 John 2, yeah, good evening. 1 John 2,
That's what law again do, big man. You put you left off from standing on a rock to go and stand on sand, big man. Right? Hey.
15. 1 John 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Wait.
You can live in the world, navigate through the world, but do not let the world abuse you. Don't abuse yourself to the world. Don't abuse yourself to the world. Don't sell your soul for vanity. That's what you call love of the world. Live. Earn your money the right way. Do things the right way. And don't sell your soul. Don't lose your soul.
So faith can be tested, even on my part. Right? Faith is going to be tested, even on my part, but because you can no longer do the things that you could do in Babylon the Great. You know what I mean? But which is really, you could do same with just that you're still under scrutiny. That we still getting racially profiled. We still the last head, the first fed. Even these celebrities and these artists catching them ass, big man. You understand? And everything we have is on the contract as well still too. So the Lord is gonna freely give us all things, but this is the path we gotta take to get to the kingdom, boy. To not be aligned with Esau Edom. You know what I mean?
Well, it says, I know the one that says, loss of money is the root of all evil. Love of money is the root of all evil. But there's one I was trying to remember, I can't remember it. Anyhow, don't sell your soul for money. A lot of people that sell out for money. And when they sell out for money, they sell the people along with it.
Correct. That's what Ray Papa was wanting to take earlier.
So why you wonder why then the Most High punishing the nation?
So these pastors can use Romans the 13th chapter and the first and second verse when it says let every soul be subject unto the higher power, right? Let me see if we can get that here, right? But that's what the pastors can use to deceive you people up there, because remember they're in bed with the government, they're in bed with the elites of this world, right? Romans 30 again. Let this speaker play, right? Because I'm driving, is right? So we can let the speaker play here. Only 2 verses I can play, huh?
The Epistle of Paul, the Apostle to the Romans, chapter 1.
Who's these Romans? These Romans are Israelites that was living in Rome. When you go to, I forget which chapter it is, to all that be in Rome called to be saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. You understand?
Paul, a servant of Jesus Christ, called
Yahweh Mashiach,
to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of God, which he had promised afore by his prophets in the Holy Scriptures, concerning his Son Jesus Christ our Lord,
Yahweh Mashiach,
which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh, and declared to be the Son of God with power, according to the Spirit of holiness, by the resurrection from the dead, by whom we have received grace and apostleship for obedience to the faith among all nations for his name, among whom are ye also the called of Jesus Christ.
I will show you my
To all that be in Rome, beloved of God.
Who's the beloved? The beloved is only the Israelites. The Lord never called a heathen a beloved one. You understand? And the beloved goes really to the house of David too. Right? Let's continue.
All to be saints, grace to you and peace from God our
Who are the saints? Psalms 148 verse 14. On down. Right?
Father and the Lord Jesus Christ.
I was saying Mashiach.
First, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for you all, that your faith is spoken of throughout the whole world. For God is my witness, whom I...
Here a minute, Salak, here a minute. Do we have the right? Do we have the right? Just hold a minute. Just hold a minute. So what happened here? Oh shoot, Salak here, man. I'm sorry, my bad. Right? But right, called to be saints, so let's go. Romans 13:1.
I serve with my spirit in the...
Romans chapter 13. That was Romans 1:1 just now. Sorry for that. But that was the proof of who are the saints. Right, the Israelites. So Romans 13. Let's go.
Chapter 13. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Right.
For there is no power but of God.
Right.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
Right.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
That's what they get used to tell you people, right? To don't resist with the government. Is the rules and the regulations the government can bring out regardless MOTB. But that word resist means to take up arms, right? To take up weapons, like we had the Black Panther movement, etc. All these different quote-unquote militia groups. That's what we're talking about when you're going to the word resist in the Greek. Yes, right? You ain't talking about if the government tell you gotta take this charagma in order to get back you life, yeah, that you going to obey that rule now. That's the one commandment the Lord said we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. That's when you apply that precept, man. Right? So let me go back here.
Because you lead a sellout.
Right, correct.
So we bear in the place and the iniquity of that wicked leader.
This is Luke 6:47, right? Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid a foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose,
Man digging deep, man.
dig deep.
Man wait for that good Mars, that limestone.
Correct.
Man go wait for that good Mars went down.
It says, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock.
That's
Right?
that story like three pigs. Three pigs come. So when the wolf come to eat the three pigs, huh?
So we build our house on the Hawashaya
Yes.
Mashiach, big man.
The cornerstone.
The cornerstone.
We build every house on the cornerstone.
It says, but he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built a house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great. So like the definition said there, a lot of you in this world, let me go back to it, you have abandoned, you have
Precept before you think.
oh, sorry, go ahead, so I can go ahead.
Psalms 127 verse 1. Except the Lord build a house,
Good.
there that live in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchmen What if in vain?
So a lot of go ahead.
Right, so if you're building the foundation and set you put the Lord in control and up front, you never in vain. And you Christ is and they say we build the house for Christ. Right, for Yahweh Shai, the foundation. So once we build up on that foundation, when the strong hurricane come, we can withstand it.
Yeah, man.
We can withstand all evils.
See, so a lot of winner, right?
Dollar in COVID, they ask me, man, what were you everyone get sent to get tests? What were you again sent to get tests? Because I built my house for the foundation. I built my house for the foundation and it was protected. Huh? My ways please the Lord, so he said that my son, he come in the way how he want to come. So he can protect him. I can protect him.
Right? So a lot of women again worship, which represents a deep, often incremental shift of trust from the Most High to a worldly entity. Yeah, big man. So you crucify the Lord afresh, big man. You know what I mean? You Revelation 11 and 8, where also our Lord was crucified. So you said, man, I want to hear that, big man. No, he can't make me walk. He can't make me. My son paralyzed. He can't make me walk. Right, I can't remember if I played it, but I typed in, how does one worship the beast in Revelation 13:16, right? So the definitions that I was going into there. You know what I'm saying? He can't give me the money. You see, when the limiting for that principle, Psalm 73. In Psalm 73, they limited the Holy One of Israel, man. I put him on a trust in worldly entities, man. In Psalms.
You may walk it up, right? Oh, no, I can't word, man. No, I can't word. Next thing I see the long, man.
Walking and mixing as they go, man. Psalm 78 and verse. Let me go to verse. This game jumped out a little bit. We read Sirach 36, I think it is. He's gonna plague Egypt again. See? It says showing new signs, man. It says I had turned their rivers into blood and their floods that they could not drink. It says the second beast enforcement, the second power of a false prophet forces inhabitants of the earth to worship the first beast and its image. This worship is contrasted with keeping the commandments of the Most High and the faith of the Yahweh, right? So stop worshiping the Lord, right? And come and worship me. That was, hey, no, wait, let me end with our priest. It says, Matthew 4. That was see the moment to do. Matthew 4. Short, right? A lot of you normally let me get Isaiah 36. Vines with hail and their sycamore trees with frost. He gave their cattle also to the hail and their flocks to the thunderbolts. Oh man, man. Huh? The Lord can do it again, big man. You see? He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. I log and play Egypt again, big man. You know, I come with a stubborn, with a stiff neck, or the rebellious, man. See?
And that's the only way people see here.
He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence. Yeah, big man. So, they want the definition here. Then they get short. Right? A lot of you normally let me get Isaiah 36. Isaiah 31. Is it Isaiah 30?
It was like God. For sure.
Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many and because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither see Yahweh but Hashem Yahweh Shai. So when abandoning the Lord, give us the definition here again, right?
You read 31, right?
Isaiah 31, yeah. And 1.
Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to rebellious children, said the Lord, I'll take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may answer to sing, that walk to go down to Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore the strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Now who's the Lord's mouth? The prophets. So when they want to hear the prophets, you understand? When they want to go to the prophets, because the prophets will tell you, look, nah, that ain't the way to go.
They want to hear truth.
Yeah, they want Isaiah 38, right? This is rebellious people laying children. Children that will not hear the Lord, You understand? So when they want to go to the ways of the Lord, so they want to remain in the ways of darkness, big man.
They like Egypt, they like darkness rather than light.
Ooh-wee. It says the second beast enforcement, the second power or false prophet forces inhabitants of the earth to worship the first beast and his image. This worship is contrasted with keeping the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai, right? So stop worshiping the Lord, right? And come and worship me. That will, hey, don't wait. Let me end with our priest. It says, yeah, so I can end it there. You know, the hour of temptation is soon upon us. So let me get Revelation 14:9, right? Because this is what can happen when you take that charagma. Revelation 14:9, doom for the worshippers of the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, yeah, you receiving his badge to show that you belong to him. You understand? And the badge contains his name. The badge contains everything about him. You understand? You belong to him now. Right? So he has total control over you. Right? The same, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Yeah? So that's one judgment that, you know, I would like to be a part of. You know what I mean? Great thing. So this day coming, right? We're gonna make a decision, boy. Is right? To be in allegiance with the world or to be in allegiance with Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? Stay strong, stay mighty. Shalom.
All praises to Yahweh,